Welcome to a Nomad's Taste. This is Benny now on the morning drive to work. Thank you for joining me out there in the future, out there in RD land. Anyway, well, we've been talking about polarity, contrast. We've been talking a little bit of self-help technique. But I was also talking to my significant other, talking about the rules of like trying to just grasp how you're going in. Like I was driving in a tunnel yesterday while I was talking to you or making this cast that no one watches. and the tunnel had the perfect vanishing point. Display for me. So I was recognizing the beautiful vanishing point display, and it reminded me of, it's not the law of perception or but just the rules that it follows. I started to think about the rules, you know, what's always similar is everything converges at a point when it's like only maybe 2 kilometers away. It's converged to a point. These objects that are 2 kilometers away appear, you know, these objects that are, what would you say, like 10 feet either side of me, so 3 meters either side of me, appear to have a point, appear to vanish to a point when they're very far away from me. Now, and then I was like, just trying to absorb, not with words or anything, just absorb the implications of that. Just looking out into the world at something far away, just how misconstrued or just how exactly misconstrued every single time my perception is. But would it be exact? I don't know. Maybe it's variable. I had a cool dream last night where I was explaining the variables that the global, what do you call them? The global constants that vary, and the scientists decided to fix, you know, the problem. Like they just fucked with the units to make them static. Hang on. Hola, buen día. Let's fuck with the units to make them static, using trickery and magic. Mathematical, put it under the carpet, this phenomena, and then hide it from everyone and call it constant. Now, what does constant mean in your dictionary, in your head? When they tell you, oh, these are the global constants, they remain constant, and then they don't tell you, no, they remain constant because they fixed it that way. Because they fixed it that way. Oh, come on, mate. They changed the units. They just said, oh, well, the speed of light's fucking is the meter. yeah, so wow, I just had my life saved. I don't know if you realize. Some maniac just come around the corner on the other side of the road, and if that man before didn't make me stop for so long, I would have had like a head-on-head accident. Far out, man. Incredible. Fucking incredible. That's why you don't get upset when someone holds you up. you just like, did you hear me? I said, oh, come on, mate. I was egging him on, but then I was like, calm myself, you know, calm the fury. Some people are really good at that, but I just calm it. I like, it bubbled to the surface, and then I calmed it, and then I got the reward, because if I had, I owe him my life. Well, not him, but the synchronicity, that's for sure. Anyway, that's my life. Maybe I'm assuming that I would have a head-on accident, but I would have been very fucking close, because the dude was crazy, and he had that look in his eye, you know. What the hell are we talking about? I gotta get off science. Sorry, I'm a dedoctrinator of science. That's all I focus on mainly. I don't want to ridicule it. I understand its purpose. I understand the purpose of religion. I don't want them to go away necessarily. I mean, there's a lot worse things that could be happening, isn't there? That's what the bankers say. You know, there's a lot worse things that could be happening. Being ruled by barbarians is like a, you know, we've been through that shit, and now we placed all our power in money, and then we made a whole bunch of fail-safes where the money is you know, we made like stories and movies about where the bad guys get all the money, like Back to the Future, and then we push like money's evil and shit like that, like money's the root of all evil. See, all these things like control the animal. Because there's a fucking animal in the human. I'm not a sympathist. I'm a sympathist for everyone, sort of thing. I just don't. I don't want to change it. I'll let it change itself. I'll let it evolve itself. The whole fucking thing. Why? Anyway, that's me on the middle road a little bit there, you know, like I'm neither angry nor happy. I'm committed to the idea that it might change. And I don't bother too much about it. I gotta improve myself, and then I've improved like my world, you know. Like, it's pretty useless to go into the shoes of someone else. I just don't see how it's possible because of the. Then what about you? What about your the possibility that you could have done something great rather than become someone else? Because by going into their shoes, you become them. Going into their room in the Taj Mahal, in the morphogenetic field, sitting down with them, and going through their photo albums, and watching their home videos, eating popcorn maybe, I don't know, like how are you going to get your charge the same as theirs? By just being around them. By just being around them, you're going to rub off on them. And they're going to change. And therefore you never understood them. Yeah, really. Anyway, there's some pessimism for you. Maybe that's bullshit. As I said, I'm only committed to the idea of testing this crap. This worthless words. Because what's worth everything is the feeling, man. The feeling. You gotta be the feeler of the things you want to feel. More and more, and then you get more and more what you want. Focus on the good shit. All the fucking time. I didn't mean to be pessimist. I know some people strive like to be possessed by someone else. That's, each to their own. Everyone's got their own taste. We're a big mix here, rubbing off on each other. I realize the whole charged taste, flavor of each and every person describes why the older person, the person that's getting old, why they it really describes well why they get like calmer. Like I've noticed this with two very aggressive men that I saw grow old, and more as they bounced off more and more people and ricocheted and adopted and had all of their charge rubbed off, they end up a sort of a more balanced being. Obviously there's the fire within, still trying to, like the inner layer, still with its high peaks and troughs, but the outers, they've been like bludgeoned to a sort of or smoothed over, like polished. And only very occasionally do you see those imperfections. It's not imperfection really. I see perfection and imperfection. It's like they're special. There's things that make them special still come out, like to bubble to the surface. But overall, they're not like a crazy dancer anymore. They're not a. Some people say, oh, their testosterone's got less because this and this and this, and it's like, yeah, well, they've been bouncing off people in conscious space for so long, they've been worn down. Because you see a lot of people like get old, but they look great, They aged well. Yeah, well, they're more like I've seen people like this. I've known people, or extent of their background, the way that I've dealt with them. And there's this one guy I grew up with, and he's like old now, like old, but he was the father of a friend who lived nearby, and this dude has aged like really well. But you knew he was gonna age really well because he's just that strong character of the physical, very fundamentalist Christian. That like helps a lot to age well, you know, because you're like shield. It's like a fucking shield. To have a strong commitment is a shield because you're focused on, you know, like, and then your charge rubs off more than others. Like you maintain your unique, like that young uniqueness about yourself before you get polished. Yeah, and this dude aged like you could just like bet on it, you know, like just the alpha male of the fucking like a true alpha male, just an anthropological alpha male. I mean, like, let's talk about growing old a little bit. What's my flavor there, baby? It's fucking, I'm not really wanting to be a burden. So I gotta earn a lot of money, so I don't put out my kids. I can like hire assistants. I don't know. I don't really want to do that either. You know, I'd rather just crawl into a hole. Maybe crawl back out after 6 months of not eating, and this skinny old man, fucking new lease on life. Dude lives to 300. He went into hibernation in the fucking desert, man. He dug a hole. He did the Kundalini fucking lotus. Then it rained. He was dry no more. Have you heard of that? That's fucking incredible. Those yogi that they just die, man. They just keel over and die, like all by themselves. They just rock up, they put themselves in lotus, and then they pass. They go to the next, they perform a ritual suicide. I mean, that's what it's called, isn't it? A suicide. That's fascinating. And they dig, like the old way is to dig a hole. You basically turn yourself into beef jerky. You stop eating, and then you stop drinking, and then you're in the hole, and then you die, and then or you don't die. They believe that you're preserved. That's what I was saying. Like it rains, and then you fucking squirm out of the. These people all start squirming out of the ground. I think it's something like so many feet below the ground. Hola. Gracias. I was also talking to my wife about, yeah, this is cool. Like I was going like, what's your flavor? Do you like your body? Do you like the shape of the human? And she's like, yeah, I like the shape of the human. I was like, yeah, but would you want to be an alien? You know, like a weirdo, like a weird looking fucking, has some weird shit. It's like, no, I don't like a human. And that's what I was saying, like, that's why we're living forever. We're the ultimate, in our eyes, we're the ultimate expression of life. Some people obviously disagree with me. Others would say, that's they call it, they do a causal effect scenario based on what would you call it? Extrapolating a series of data that's only 100 years old, and then projecting that over the whole entire history of the universe. I'm down with this. I told my significant other the story of Adi for the first time last night, and she was captivated. Wow. I told her really well in person. With the hands waving. It was fucking incredible. But she was like, ah. But it proves my little story that people don't know shit because you can't put a hole in it. I can't see any holes in it. It could be very much fiction. I don't know. Why did it come to me? Am I meant to write a fiction book about it? I don't know. Maybe a little short story. But you got it first here on Nomad. Yeah, so the fucking Jesus Christ. So what am I saying? I don't know. Crap and post it up online, even if it's a sort of a non-event. It's a fucking, even if it was just for my son, when he grew up, he listened and I colonized his mind a little bit with this crap. He refuses, like, oh my god, I'm so embarrassed now. Some humans for privacy, like especially me, like I am a bit of a deviant, a little bit. What would that mean? Like you're embarrassed about certain habits you have, so you're like, you don't go out and scream them from the hilltops,